Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Hatton Humphrey.
This is Ken Johnston.
And this is a Front Porch music reaction. Ken, have you heard the Army?
I have, and it is glorious.
The Sabaton Army. That's holy smokes. I gotta say, guys, thank you for this, for the feedback. Thank you for the support. We really appreciate it. If this is your first time, you know, we have two different sides of used to be podcast, a show that we do. In this case, we do our music video reactions. 2 weeks ago, Ken introduced me to Sabaton, and within a very short period of time, the Sabaton Army introduced me to Sabaton. That was awesome. So we are going to be reacting to another one this time. Ken, you sent over Bismark.
Bismark.
So the German battleship.
Yes.
It was considered. Was it one that was considered unsinkable, or it took a long time? It was hard to sink.
It was very hard to sink. Germany created, if I remember correctly, watertight integrity. They were one of the first nations to really compartmentalize below the decks. So if a deck got flooded, they could just lock it down and they'd be okay. Bismarck was an amazing ship. And even the German Admiralty knew she wasn't unsinkable because the skipper was given orders to not engage with enemy capital ships. So don't engage with other battleships. She was built as a merchant raider. That was her intended purpose, was to go destroy.
At that size?
Yes. Well, think if she came across a convoy, she could do some damage in an hour.
Little bit.
Yep. And convoys had destroyer escorts. She wasn't afraid of destroyers and their little 5-inch guns.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. So, yeah, I know there have been movies, there have been tons of stuff about the Bismarck. So, and sinking the Bismarck. What's interesting is one of the games that I play, actually the game that I play, sorry, switched over too quick, is World of Warships. Yes. And the Bismarck is a ship that you can get in World of Warships. I believe she's a tier 8, which means you gotta do a lot of work to get to her. But it's always interesting to see her on the game field. Her and tier 10 is the Yamato.
Another one.
Another good battleship. So
they turned into a spaceship, if I remember correctly.
yes. Space Battleship Yamato. That's a different music video, because there's a lot. There's some interesting history behind that ship as well. But let's go ahead and let's bring forth the Army. Go ahead and go full screen here, and we'll into Sabaton Bismarck.
On that German battleship, which blew up the mighty battle cruiser Hood. The signal comes by wireless and has spotted the planes this morning.
All right. I'm assuming the
BBC report.
Yes, I'm assuming this is the band. Yep. There's.
Go, Ken.
So, did you find the boat?
Okay.
The premise is they're looking for the site.
Right. That makes sense. What did that say? Hold on a second. What did that say? Was that Primo Victoria? Sorry, I'm going to go back because what are they naming it? Yeah, Primo Victoria.
Do you know where the
What's that?
Do you know where the Bismark was trying to get to?
No.
Brest.
One of the main shipping lanes.
We've been there.
Oh, well, yes, we have. We have. That was when we were at the 50th anniversary of D-Day. Part of that commemoration was in
Normandy.
Was in Normandy. We did a port call in Brest, France. Actually, and this is a different thing. I actually found a video of Clinton's remarks in the hangar bay and the re-enlistment, and it's something that you and I should probably watch.
Yes.
All right, back to the song.
Silence of the seas about to drift into a storm. Sign of power, show of force. Raise the anchor, battleships guarding its course.
Interesting. Show of power, show of force. That's what the battleships were.
Absolutely.
Right? That's what they are. They are these giant ships meant to lob projectiles the size of VW cars. Yeah. All right, let me back up a little bit because it's really cool that they're doing this on this floating platform. Now, I guarantee you, the audio that we're hearing was recorded in the sound booth.
Oh yeah.
But it's cool that they're doing the video on the water. And the graphics are really cool.
Of the seas about to drift into a storm. Sign of power, show of force.
I like that line.
Raise the anchor, battleships guarding its course. Pride of a nation, a beast made of steel. Bismark in motion, king of the ocean, he was made to rule the waves across the seven seas. To lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Bismarck. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
That's interesting. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
Well, and there's a line. There's a line in Johnny Horton song where Churchill says turn the bells around. All of them. He wanted that boat gone.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to build a battleship that's main mission is to disrupt your shipping more than it's the submarines, the U-boats, that was their mission, right?
Yes.
But to take a battleship and put it in that, that's a balls to the wall move. It's here I am because, I get it. The ocean's a big place. It's hard to find things, but still, when you come upon a battleship, you've come upon a battleship.
Let's a submarine sinks one boat. Let's talk about numbers. I don't want to talk about lives.
Right.
Submarine sinks one boat and runs.
Yes.
Battleship
And maybe runs successfully.
Right. Maybe run through the convoy, gets the second one off the door.
Right.
Battleship goes up. This is destroyers, whatever. Turret 4 take destroyers. Turrets 1, 2, and 3 take everything else. Aye. Now what?
Now what? All right. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. Oh, sorry.
English survival was necessity. They had to have shipping lanes, or England was starved.
True. Very true.
And wiping out the North Atlantic, causing terror.
That would have been so. All right, let's back up just a minute here.
2,000 men and 50,000 tons of steel set the course for the Atlantic with the Allies on the hill. Firepower, firefight. Battle stations keep the target steady tight. Into formation, the hunt has begun. Death and damnation. The fleet is coming. He was made to rule the waves across the seven seas. To lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, the Bismark and the Kriegsmarine. At the bottom of the ocean, the depths of the abyss, they are bound by iron and blood. The flagship of the Navy, the terror on the seas, his guns have gone silent at last. Pride of a nation, a beast made of steel. Bismark in motion, king of the ocean. He was made to rule the waves across the seven seas. To lead the war machine, to rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, the Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. To lead the war machine, rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine. To lead the war machine, rule the waves and lead the Kriegsmarine. The terror of the seas, Bismarck and the Kriegsmarine.
Wow.
These guys are awesome.
Yes, they are. They are. And it's interesting because, you know, the comments that came through were that, you know, Sabaton, basically, they're working to teach history through these songs, and they don't glorify war. They don't embellish. They don't take any political sides.
No,
they don't. I mean, the statements they were making. He's supposed to be the king of the seas. He was going to be the terror of the ocean. And the leader of the Kriegsmarine, and all of these things. Those were the things that the Germans were saying.
Yeah,
that was the mission of the ship, and so it's not like they're glorifying any of it. But I'm sorry, that last bit, with the guy, swimming for his life, and you get that final bit with the watch.
Yeah,
That the captain of the boat that Sabaton is sailing on was that deck seaman.
Yeah, and that was common. After a battle like that, the enemy would pick you up and put you in POW camp.
Absolutely, there was especially with naval battles, naval fleets. Sailors share a code.
Yes.
And it is not something, you don't, okay, the boat's gone. And the casualties that happen when the boat is destroyed, those are the casualties. But if there are survivors, it's the duty of the other ships to rescue them.
There was actually an incident at a battle. I forgot what battle it was, but the British left the Germans to drown. And it was because they were told that there were U-boats in the area that were coming to hunt them. The German population made a huge stink about it. That you left it's one thing to die in battle, but you left our guys drown and be fed to the sharks. And that was inexcusable.
Yeah. No, but that was definitely a moving one as well. I mean,
it is.
You can't help but appreciate the history that they're teaching, and you can't help but appreciate the emotion that they put in. I will admit the ending, the last few bits, it felt more like they were drawing out and saying the same thing so that the video could tell the rest of the story.
Right.
And, okay, I get it. But, there's ways, they couldn't make it shorter.
Right.
In other words. But no, just absolutely awesome. Absolutely. That strong driving rock power rock, feel sorry for the lead singer's leg at that point, because he kept you get into it. You get into it. But all right, well, we'll see what comments we get from this one.
I'm excited.
I am too. So there's a ton of other suggestions on Sabaton. I'll share those with you offline. But we're gonna
let's come back to them later in a couple months.
Well, no, there may be, we may kind of flip back and forth. We'll see what happens. Who knows? I may pick one Sabaton song next week. I don't know.
We'll definitely do some
Sabaton. We're not. What's that?
As long as Sabaton doesn't mind.
Yeah. I will say that we're not going to do any more Little Big for the moment. We may come back to them as well. So, all right. Yeah. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Thank you very much to the Sabaton Army for joining us. Definitely a fan. We've gotten a lot of recommendations in the comments. Keep them coming. We'd only do one music reaction a week. Our other show is politics, and that comes out on Sundays. So if you want to join us there, great. If you liked what you heard, we ask you, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. comments in the, leave comments in. If you didn't like what you heard, I will invite you to hit the dislike button twice. And just to double up on saying you suck. But anyway, we'll invite you to join us again next time, where you will hear different words in a different order. Thanks a lot for joining us, everybody. Have a great day.
Good night or day.